What's up, people? It is I, Najee Thomas, MOD, Model, or whatever you want to call me. I go by many names, many aliases. I'm blessed to have many. So, I guess I kick it with y'all. We'll talk about goals, ambition, life, reasonings. Just many things. How I usually do. I got other videos too. So, if you want to see it, check it out. So, I just got back from school. Didn't really read this. I wanted to change into something at least decent for the camera. So you're welcome. So I'm kicking it right now. TV's off, no music, at least for right now, unless you want some music. But right now I just speak. I won't keep it for long. So ocean spray. Gotta eat because hungry as heck. See what I'm working with. Blah blah. But I don't want to be like that. Have food all in your face. You can smell it through the camera. But yeah. I guess I'll start off. You might be wondering why I have on a purple shirt. Well, it's my birthstone color, and chicks like Barney. Yeah, they dig them. But no, the main reason I chose to wear this shirt is because purple stands out. It is my birthstone color. I've been wearing it for a while since I was young. My mama, she likes me to dress real fluorescent, I guess. So I picked it up from her, and we have this A. This A stands for academics, which is Jadakiss clothing line, and I'm a fan of his. I'm a real big fan of his. He was one of my favorite, out the locks, and he put in a lot of groundwork in the industry. He used to rap with Big and everything like that. So Jadakiss always been nice, consistent. You know what I'm saying? And one of my favorite, New York artists because Jadakiss was humble. So I know one thing. I could probably learn a lot from him because he went a long way. Like even though he real quiet, he real talented, and his line of work speaks for himself. So he's one guy that I could really learn from. And another reason is I would like to have my own clothing brand one day. Seriously. Now it may sound real cliche or whatever, but no, I put a lot of thought into it. I already got it planned out. I just need a few designers, you know what I'm saying, to talk some business and see what they think about it. But yeah, I would like to have my own clothing brand. Now we'll speak about being reasonable. Being that I stay in Savannah, Georgia, let me tell you about Savannah, Georgia. No offense. We used to, well, they sold it everywhere. Everybody know about Shaq's when Shaquille O'Neal came out with shoes. And Shaq was a big deal. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to talk about his bad, none of his bad. I'll just talk about the good. Movies. I used to dig the Kazam movie. I wanted my own genie myself. He had the games back in the day. He switched from team to team. He was a favorite athlete back in the day. But the thing is, Shaq came out with Shaq's, and Savannah didn't have that. Like Savannah couldn't. First of all, they came out in Payless, which was a no-no. I understand what he was doing. He was trying to help the hood kids and help them out. You know what I'm saying? Give them some nice little flashy shoes, but it just didn't work. You might as well should have just went for the Reebok. I remember one time, my mama took me in the Payless. We went in Oglethorpe Mall. My mama took me in the Payless, and she was like, "Why don't you wear these? Shaquille O'Neal made this." And the whole conversation went like this. Like I just looked at her, she looked at me, and I looked at her, and she looked at me, and I looked at her. She looked back at me. And then eventually, we just left. Like for real, we just left. So, the thing is, I understand, you want to give somebody something reasonable, but it got to be classy too, man. It got to be flashy. Like, I like this. It's simple. I like simple. It got a little A on it. You already know what it is. You know what it stands for. I'm a collegiate, person. I'm in college. So, boom, academics. So, it fits me. So, I could wear it. So, I would like to have something like that, something reasonable everybody could look forward to wearing. It could be flashy, but it's that real deal. It's that real deal. Like you see how I am right now. You see, you know what I'm saying? My socks ain't around it, but other than that, man, you just see how I am right now. Excuse me, my feet don't stink. So, yeah, that's just one experience. Shaq did his thing, so I would like to do my thing with that. I think I could design some clothes one day. So it's just a goal that I have in mind. Different business ventures, I guess. So it's all part of the thought process, and all it takes is pre-planning and effort, in which it is. It starts from here. Other than that, I love Chinese, and I'll tell you this all day. Like in my life, I grew up off of two things, mainly soul food and Chinese, especially staying off of Old National Highway. One spot I know for sure is called Formosa. If you go around Old Nat, if you know anybody from Old Nat, they probably know what Formosa was. It's in the cut right off Old Nat in Godby, where the old Kroger used to be, the old Kroger that just closed down in the '90s. But yeah, my mama used to shop there, but I ain't start going to Formosa till like fifth grade. See, this what my daddy used to do. Though I made like the grades when I moved with him, it was two reasons. If I made the grades, we could either go to Dairy Queen or Formosa, or if I want to fight, we could either go to Dairy Queen or Formosa. And my daddy, after a while, my daddy told me, nah, you can't be fighting, because he thought I was going to get locked up and stuff like that. And my mama told me about it. Like, they didn't want me to be like no bad child. Like, my mama used to drive me to Greenbrier, be like, and take me there and be like, y'all act up this way, y'all going to be. And which I had no problem with it, because them niggas were just watching TV, and I wanted to watch TV. But that's just another story, man. I'm just trying to, tie it in. But the thing is, I like Chinese. They had the buffet, they had the mussels, they had the lo mein. I love lo mein. You know what I'm saying? I used to put the sweet and sour sauce over the lo mein. I don't even like mixing food, but it's like, it tastes good after a while. Honey chicken, sesame chicken, I love it. Mr. David used to run the restaurant, and he was an excellent businessman. He was good to all his customers, knew him by face, knew him by name and everything. He was good to him, Mr. David. Stayed there for years, and I had to question why did he leave, but it's obvious that he made a lot of money, especially in the black community, and which some people don't accept. But he was good to his customers, and he would. I know Mr. David. He taught me how to eat with chopsticks. He was, patient. And, me and my daddy, that's what we used to do. We used to kick it and eat Chinese food and just discuss things, and that's what a father's supposed to do, with his son anyway, I suppose. So we did that, but one thing, fortune cookies, my daddy told me. I guess I take fortune cookies real serious. We would crack the fortune cookies. Now, I done ate so many fortune cookies in my life where sometimes I don't even eat them, but I'm gonna get that fortune. It's just like playing a lotto with me. It's like I feel like in a way, since it's your fortune and you don't know, it's like God speaking to you. Every time, everything I do, I feel like it's actually God speaking to me, and in a sense, it is. So, I remember one time I asked my daddy. I was like, "What your fortune say?" And he was like, "I ain't telling you," and he'll just rip it. So every time we'll read our fortune, and he'll just rip it every time. So I'll read my fortune and I take it serious. But I don't rip my fortune. I keep it in my pocket. And these are two fortunes that I happen to hold on to. And I'm not going to tell you just because what my daddy told me. So these are two important fortunes, and I got them like when I, at the same time, so I hang on to these, and I know it's God talking to me. I mean, hell, they even got smiley faces on them. So I know they're real. So yeah, man, you never know, man. You never know how he comes to speak to you, because it's crazy when you get a fortune cookie. It's usually talking about the same thing that you're going through at that certain moment. That's how it always was for me. So it's God speaking, and you really just hand the situation over to him. You know that fortune is true. So that's just how I feel about that. Now I know it's Wednesday today. I kind of relaxed on the woman crush Wednesday. So I got a woman crush Wednesday. I wasn't really taking all the time to think about it, but since I am the modern day Ron Stoppable, my woman crush Wednesday is KP. What's the sitch? Yeah, Kim Possible. That's my, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's ridiculous, but for real, that's my woman crush Wednesday until I come up with one. Otherwise, yeah, that's me, KP. So I just want to say, KP, you are my woman crush Wednesday, and you know what I'm saying? Love you, boo. You know what I'm saying? You can just call me, beat me when you want to reach me, and use me as your little naked mole rat. Just stuff me in your pocket, and whenever you need me, just pull me out and squeeze me and play with me. So there it goes. We'll end this video, and hell, we'll just see what we'll end it on. Feel what I'm saying? Oh yeah, I gotta pull some crazy shit. Cause if I don't, I wouldn't be me. And I gotta give you some music. Who would I be not to give you some music? Feel? Boom. There you go. Y'all saw that. Yeah, we gonna ride this shit to the end. There is nothing I can't do when danger comes. Just know that I am on my way. It doesn't matter where or when there's trouble. If you just call my name, impossible. Only big man if you wanna bitch me, when you wanna face me, it's okay. But you need me, baby. Only big man if you wanna reach me. Oh yeah, I'm ridiculous. Here you go. Doesn't matter when. I will be there for you till the very end. Danger or trouble, I'm there on the double. You know that you always get called impossible. So what's the stitch? On that big man if you wanna reach me. Y'all know I don't make no sense. Or y'all be easy, man. God bless you. One.